welcome back to Let's Replay Megaman 6. In the last part, we defeated the first 3 Robot Masters, and now we're moving on to Plant Man. Plant Man, a robot created as a keeper of a botanical garden. He can communicate with plants. Good point, sensibility. Bad point, depression. He likes to sunbathe, and he dislikes honeybees. And I must say, I also dislike honeybees because they hurt. Anyway, this stage's big gimmick is the fact that there are these frog robots everywhere, first off, and later in the stage there's going to be springs that you can bounce on that are going to be the main platforming element, but we're not going to get to those until later. Also, I love this soundtrack. I love it. I can't say it enough. This game's soundtrack is amazing. Also, I accidentally went down to the ladder. That happens to me every single time I play the game, too, oddly enough. I'm not sure why. In fact, I think the only time it happened is the original Let's Play, which I do not really like anymore. I'm not going to delete it because I don't feel like deleting it. For my own personal reasons. And for the fact that I just have no reason to delete it other than that, really. And I don't know why. Oh, hi, Eddie. Thanks, Eddie. But yeah, I'm not deleting the old one. Then again, these replays are just for quality purposes, that's all. Anyway, now we have this Donkey Kong mini-boss who is extremely weak to fire blasts. 5 to 6 shots takes him down easily. I have had severe trouble with that guy before. What he'll do is that he'll get gradually closer to you. To the point that at the end, you may actually have... You move him back by shooting at him, but overall... if you just use the fire blast, he's not that hard. And now we get to the spring gimmick of this stage. If you're just bouncing on them without moving, without touching anything, you'll just go at this height. But if you hold A when you're on them, you'll bounce much higher, and to the point where, well, you... to the point where you will hit those spikes that were just above us. And, hey, we just saw you 5 seconds ago. Why are you back? I'm not sure why, but this song reminds me of something else. I'm not sure what. And now we have this section, which is instant death fish everywhere. And also there's these platforms where if you shoot the flashing point, they open up and you can stand on them. Fairly simple stuff. Also, apparently this is the origin of the energy pellets, little do we know that they were actually flowers all along. That's complete and total bullshit, that's just there because they can easily be hidden. Oh, I do wonder how they made these ones stand still, because all the other ones fall with gravity, and yet these ones don't for some reason. It's kind of weird, actually. I didn't thought about that until now, I never thought about that until now, that's kind of weird. Also, for some reason, they don't do it more often than this, but... the cannons can bounce on these too. This is the only time they'll actually use that, as far as I remember. I'm not sure why. And we're at Plant Man! He's weak to the blizzard attack, so get that out. And if you remember Junkman from 7, and I can't remember anyone else at this point who we had fought other than that, he's pretty much the shield-type boss of the game. He summons a shield, and he'll jump around and shoot at you, and that's all he'll actually do. He's actually very easy to Maverick to take on first. Just don't be reckless and always be running into him like I am. Because my controller seems to be getting weird now. Sorry. It's either I'm just so used to how responsive the controls are in the Zero series. I just died to a video game version of the happening. That's kind of pathetic. What? No! But yeah, Plant Man is fairly easy. Don't be a fool like me and die at him. I seriously think I'm just too used to how smooth the controls are in the Zero series. Keep your wits about you, jump over his shield, don't be running into him, and you should get past him fairly easily. After beating him, we get the exact same thing he was just shooting at us. The plant barrier, and the rust jet adapter. Plant barrier, you can summon a shield, and yeah, just a shield. You can move around with it, unlike the one from Mega Man 2. Oh! Woodman had a shield-type weapon in Mega Man 2, but it's fairly meh overall. And now we're heading on to Tomahawkman. Tomahawkman. He can throw a tomahawk and hit a target 30 feet away. Good point, he's brave. Bad point, he's exclusive. He likes horse riding. Sounds like a certain friend of mine. And he dislikes lies. Now that, sir, is honorable. And also, how else would Japan stereotype of putting cowboys in an Indian level? In a level where the boss is pretty much a Native American. Why did I call them an Indian? I don't know. Why am I thinking 3rd grade? Anyway, now we have this little mid-boss, which shoots out metars, which is pathetically easy. Although, I didn't learn this until recently, that you could actually shoot the, overall bottom thing below the metal bank. I only thought you could shoot the very tip until recently. Which is odd, because you think as many times as I played this, I would know all this. Oh, metars, or metals, or metals. Why do they keep changing the names of these things? Oh, hi, Eddie. Thanks, Eddie, you were actually useful. Bye, Eddie. Anyway, now we're coming up on a point where we can first really use the... Oh, I love that sun set effect in the background. Where we can use the jet adapter. This turns Mega Man to Jet Mega Man, and he can fly! Think the double jump from the Super Adapter in 7, only a lot better. Pretty much you can fly in any direction as long as you have fuel, which is indicated by the red bar next to our life. You will fall a little bit before you actually start rising, so it does take into effect gravity and physics, so be careful of that, but this is actually really useful. Plus it's fun to get around using it. For some reason, these enemies are in almost every stage. They're the general big enemy that almost every game has had by this point. Mega Man 1 had them with the big red guys that took out a third of your HP. Mega Man 2 had them. Mega Man 3 had them. Why are they in every game? Although the most forgettable ones are the ones in Mega Man 5. That just look like Gundam mixed with Gutsman from what I remember. It's been forever since I played 5. Because I don't like 5. Ugh. Anyway... Now, there's 2 ways to get to the bosses in all the next stages, which I'll get into why later, but... to get the way we want to go the bottom path, but there's something we can get up here on the top path, having to do with that broken block, or cracked block. Go into the power adapter and slowly edge your way until you can hit the block, because this is otherwise really hard to hit. Come on. Come on. Come on! This is annoying, and I'm always tense because I'm gonna think I'm gonna fall. But luckily, the thing we get in here is actually very, very useful. I know that whistle. Proto Man, and ew, pick that up. We just got the energy equalizer. That turns that if we get any weapon energy, it'll automatically go to the lowest filled weapon now. Something Mega Man X, from what I remember, can do naturally. Ah well. Anyway, now we have to head back to the bottom path so I can 100% the game, because with that's really the only thing you can really miss in the game besides what you get for going to alternate pathways for the bosses. Because the next 4 stages all have 2 boss doors. The one you can go by going a normal, easier path, and the one that's a bit out of the way. This is the way to the out of the way one. I always get tense getting that one. This platform will flip upside down to instant death, I believe. I'm not sure if that... Actually, I don't think I've ever gotten hit by the spikes on that platform, so I'm not sure if they're instant death or not. I'd assume they are. But anyway, we're at Plant Man. He's weak to the, what's it called? Plant barrier, so have that ready for him. And for some reason, I'm having a really hard time with this game, because almost every boss is going to kill me. Make sure you make every hit with the plant barrier count, and don't activate the plant barrier if you're close to him and he's still in his invincibility phase, because otherwise it'll fail and you'll have wasted that shot like I did. Let's try that again, shall we? Alrighty, and now he's gone. Yay! We killed a native! We're just like the pilgrims now. I wonder how much controversy that line's gonna screw up. Seriously though, no offense to the Native Americans, I do love them. I do have quite a few friends that are natives, that are descended from natives. Anyway, for going this path, we get the Silver Tomahawk and the Beat B parts. The Silver Tomahawk is a projectile that dips down and then goes all the way up, which is actually much more useful than it is. And the Beat parts are 4 letters that we need to get our old friend Beat the Bird from Mega Man 5, even though I haven't played 5 at this point. He was also in 7, but he didn't do much in that. Anyway, now we're going after Yamato Man. Yamato Man. Designed after a Japanese warrior, he has great respect for Nightman. Good point, he's full of virility. Bad point, he's shy. He likes Japanese swords, so pretty much katanas, and he dislikes the English. If I spoke Japanese, I would probably do some right now. Oh wait, my controller's free. Anyway, I have no idea why I'm up here, because I actually never go this route. I completely forget about this until a few minutes from now. Or rather, a few seconds. Fun fact, I'm actually being serious here. I always go the bottom route. This is probably the first time in like 6 years I've seen this room. I'm not sure why I forgot that this route was down here. What time was it when I recorded this? Looking at the original file. Oh, it was 6 in the morning. Oh. Yeah. That explains it. I was dead tired. Anyway, this route you want to take because not only do you get a free energy refill, but you also get a free E-tank after a small mini-boss coming up here. This mini-boss is pathetically easy. He throws 2 projectiles at you which have an explosion radius, so watch out for that. Then the frog will shoot a couple lasers out. The weak point is the eyes, and it's pathetically easy. I don't think I've ever died to that thing, actually. And there's the free E-tank. So let's get this, shall we? And we can't slide in any of these forms, so we always have to change back to normal. In fact, that's one thing I will always give credit to any version of the Anniversary Collection for, is that you can just press the L and R, L1, R1, or whatever console you're playing it on's buttons, to just change it to any of the weapons, and include it to switch weapons like the X series, and that includes the forms, so that's something I will definitely give any Anniversary Collection version for. I think they also do that in the Japanese exclusive Complete Works for the PlayStation 1, which we got on the PS1 or the PS3 downloads. I need to pick the Mega Man 6 version of that up, actually, because I love Mega Man 6. Anyway, this is the alternate pathway. I didn't mention it until now for the Yamato Man stage. Also, one thing I noticed recently: all the beat parts are in the stages based off where the bosses are based off warriors. Tomahawkman, Centaur Man, Nightman, and Yamato Man. Anyway, now we're at Yamato Man. He's weak to the Silver Tomahawk, so get that out. And his attacks, he'll jump in the air and throw 3 kunai down at you, which I surprisingly have a hard time dodging. And when he's standing on the ground, he'll shoot a kunai at you, then run after it. Fairly simple boss strategies. I'm actually surprisingly used to Zero, where everything has more to its strategy. Omega. But luckily, he's not hard in the long run. Then again, none of these bosses really are, because their weaknesses are actually weaknesses at this point in the series. Unlike 7 onwards, where not only does a bit of damage, but it also stuns them. Ugh. Anyway, for beating him, we get, I believe, the Beat E parts and the Yamato Spear, which is a projectile that you can aim up and down from what I realized recently. And it's fairly useful for stuff right in front of you. But with that done, I'm gonna need to end things off here. Thank you guys for watching, rate, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. And next time on Let's Replay Mega Man 6, we're going after all the rest of the Robot Masters. See you guys then.